Chapter 9: India's Struggle for Freedom. The Indian political and social thinkers were of the opinion that the evil practices were responsible for the failure of the revolt of 1857. They realized that the abolition of evil practices such as child marriage, caste system, sati and parda systems was necessary for the progress of Indian society. They also realized that this could be done through education. Several social and religious reformers like Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Sir Syed Ahmad Khan and Dayanand Saraswati did a lot in this regard. Raja Ram Mohan Roy successfully got the sati system banned in India. The Indian National Congress. Many learned people of India began to form associations and organizations to create awareness among the people. They started discussing problems and tried to find out their solutions. People were sure that freedom from the British rule was the only way for solving their problems. In 1885, the Indian National Congress emerged as a strong and big political organization. The credit for the formation of the Indian National Congress goes to a retired British officer, A.O. Hume. Therefore, he is called the father of the Indian National Congress. Bhomesh Chandra Banerjee was the first president of the Indian National Congress, which was held in Mumbai. The other prominent leaders were Dadabhai Nauroji, Firoz Shah Mehta, Surendranath Banerjee and Gopal Krishna Gokhale. The leaders of the Indian National Congress put their demands through peaceful methods. Since the demands of the Congress were moderate in nature, the leaders like Dadabhai Nauroji, W.C. Banerjee, S.N. Banerjee and Gopal Krishna Gokhale were referred to as moderates. However, there were some other leaders like Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Bipin Chandra Pal and Lala Lajpat Rai who did not support the soft approach towards the British rule. They preferred a stronger and more active opposition to the British rule. These leaders came to be known as extremists. Bal Gangadhar Tilak openly declared, "Freedom is my birthright and I shall have it." He started a newspaper called Kesari in which he played the policies of the British government. The three leaders, Lala Lajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar Tilak and Bipin Chandra Pal, later came to be known as Lal Bal Pal. Divide and rule policy. The British government pursued the policy of divide and rule to weaken the freedom movement. In this regard, the province of Bengal was partitioned into two parts in 1905, one for the Hindus and the other for the Muslims. The Indian National Congress and the people of India sternly opposed the division of Bengal. The anger in the people gave rise to the Swadeshi movement. The Swadeshi movement. The people inspired by this movement started to use homemade goods and boycotted the use of foreign goods. This agitation was called the Swadeshi movement. During this movement, people made bonfires of British clothes and other articles at several places. The movement soon spread to all parts of the country. The British government was unable to suppress this movement. Finally, the scheme to divide Bengal was withdrawn in 1911. The revolutionaries. There were some leaders who believed in fighting against the British by using violent measures. After the partition of Bengal, this thinking gained momentum, especially among the youths. This thinking came to be known as revolutionary. Prominent revolutionaries of this period were Ashwini Kumar, Brahmabandhab Upadhyay, Khudiram Bose and Aurobindo Ghosh. Khudiram Bose was hanged at the age of just 15. Some Indians went to other countries and operated from there. Madam Kama went to Switzerland and started a paper called Vande Mataram. Maulana Barkatullah and Raja Mahendra Pratap went to Kabul, Afghanistan and guided the freedom movement from there. Narendranath Chattopadhyay formed an association in England. Lala Hardayal formed the Ghadar Party in America to help Indian revolutionaries. Breakout of the First World War. Before the outbreak of the First World War, the British introduced certain reformative policy to appease the Indians, but these reforms could not satisfy the people. Meanwhile, the First World War broke out in 1914. The British government announced that it would grant freedom to India after the World War. Indians helped the British government in the World War. When the war ended, the British government refused to give them even political concessions. They made even more strict laws under which any person could be put into jail without trial. These laws angered the people of India, and massive demonstrations and strikes were organized throughout the country. It was during this period when Gandhiji returned to India from South Africa. He led the freedom struggle of the Indians for the next 30 years. Points to remember. The Indian National Congress was formed in 1885 by A.O. Hume. The British government divided Bengal into two parts in 1905. The Swadeshi movement was launched to boycott British goods. W.C. Banerjee was the first president of the Indian National Congress. World War I broke out in 1914.